It figures the day I start the No Excuses Walking Challenge, it's raining. So here we go, in the rain. It's actually not too bad out. It's 49 degrees. And this is what No Excuses is all about. No matter what, you just get up and go do it. Hello everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. If you're new to the channel, welcome, I'm glad you're here. What you're watching is you're watching me walk. I know that doesn't seem super exciting, but 2.5 years ago, I could barely stand for a couple of minutes without severe pain. Now, I'm out here walking every day. That makes it just a little bit more interesting. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. It means a lot to me that you choose to spend just a few moments of your day with me. It's raining pretty hard because there's some pretty good kind of rivers running down the side of the street there. Yeah, this is going to be fun. But thanks for stopping back by. I would like to ask everyone to help me out just a little bit. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Drop down in the comments and say, "Hi, Bob." And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. All these things are absolutely free, and they help me get the word out. It's never too late to change your life. I'm 61 years old, and I'm doing things I couldn't do when I was 40. I've had a lot of questions about this walking challenge. One in particular is like, do you know how far that is? You know, I've walked this far on a daily basis before, back when I was in North Carolina. And I want to explain it to you real quick before we get into today's topic. You know, when I was walking 8 to 12 miles every day down in North Carolina, that's all I had to do for the day. So I'd walk a few laps around the church, sit down and take a break, walk a few more laps, sit down and take a break, and by the end of the day, I had accumulated a lot of distance. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going around that big block. I calculated roughly that I have to go around this big block 5.5 times to get to the 20,000 steps that I want to get to. And my general plan is to go around twice on the first walk. I may push for a third round because right now it's raining, but it's supposed to rain even harder as the day goes on. So we'll see how it goes. This is not an ideal day for starting a walking challenge, but that's what No Excuses is all about. It's very easy. Believe me, the thoughts ran through my head. It's very easy to just say, oh, it's raining. I don't want to go out there and walk today. I'm going to get all wet. It's going to be gross. Nobody will care if I don't start the walking challenge till tomorrow. But that's where the difference between motivation and discipline happens. You can be really motivated to get something started, and when you start, your motivation is really high. You know, you're like, rah, rah, let's go, let's get this done. But then as you move forward, motivation starts to lag. It gets a little bit less every day because it's very hard to stay motivated. You know, to put it in a sports analogy, with the rain, the cars are extra loud splashing down the street there. But, you know, if you put it into sports terms, like with football, you have to figure these college teams have 12 games in the regular season. And there are 3 or 4 every year that they get really up for. You know, like this last weekend's game of Georgia versus Tennessee. You could tell Georgia was fired up and ready to play. And Tennessee didn't seem to have quite the same fire in their belly. And that's why Georgia won. And then throughout the season, you'll have a few games where you're not super motivated, but you're kind of motivated and ready to play. A good example of that is pretty much every game that's out there. And then you have those 3 or 4 games where your motivation is down. You know, you just came off a tough game. You know you've got another tough game coming up the next week. And, well, it's just Team X. A really good example of having a zero motivation day. Look a few weeks back when Ohio State played Nebraska. I'm not saying Nebraska's bad this year, because they're not. But you could tell that Ohio State was just not motivated. So the whole point of this little discussion is that we can't count on our motivation to get us out of the house and walking every day. We just have to have the discipline to do it. But the interesting thing about having the discipline to do it is that while we may not feel like getting out and doing whatever it is we're going to do, whether it be get out there and run, I'm certainly not going to get out there and run, or get out there and walk every day, or go to the gym and work out, or, you know, take our laps to the mailbox, whatever it is we're doing for our exercise. If we have the discipline to keep doing it every day, regardless of how we feel, how motivated we are, because there are a lot of days, like today when it's raining on me, it's very easy to just say, nah, not today. I can do it tomorrow. Well, the problem happens when you say something, when you do that, and you say, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. Well, then something comes up, and it's a lot easier to say the next day, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. And before long, you wake up and realize, man, it's been 3, 4, 5 months since I went outside and got a walk in because I was going to do it tomorrow. So do it today. I know it's not pleasant. I know it's not fun. But it is kinda. It is kind of fun. I mean, here I am, this crazy 61-year-old guy out here walking in the rain. Normally this time of morning, because it's just barely after 9 o'clock in the morning, normally if I was out here walking at this time, there would be a lot of people out walking their dogs, taking their walks. But they don't want to get out here in the rain. And I kind of like it. It's amazing how good we feel when we get out in the weather, in the outdoors. I mean, it's very easy to get outside when it's sunny out. It's a lot less easy when it's not sunny out. I'm pretty sure you can see the water running down my face and off my bald head. But it's actually, I mean, it's a little bit chilly and it's a little bit uncomfortable out here walking in the rain, but it's also kind of fun. And the rain's really picking up now. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, so don't rely on motivation. It's good to be motivated to start on occasion, but having the discipline to keep at it no matter what is really what this walking challenge is all about. Showing you that, hey, if I can get out here and do this in this kind of weather, you can too. Now, be careful, be sensible. I'm not saying everybody should get outside in the weather, because I don't know where you're at in your health journey. But really think about it. And that's what I'm hoping this challenge, especially today's video and this rain, will do for you. And you're thinking, wow, if Bob can get out there and walk in this kind of weather, surely I can get to the grocery store and walk up and down the aisles. Don't go into the middle of the store, walk around the outside. Or I can go to the mall and walk inside for a while. That's what this is all about. But I think I've rambled on enough for today's video until I get done with the walking. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around, play a little Christmas music, and I'll see you when this is over. Okay, cut the music. Thank you. Well, I'm coming around the home stretch here of the second lap. I'm gonna go inside, throw all my clothes in the dryer, get warmed up a bit, and then get back out here and do at least 2 more laps on the next trip. This is probably where I'm going to stop recording for today's video, Monday, and I'll take the rest of the laps and throw them into tomorrow's video, because trying to get that many laps in and still get a video up on time is going to be really hard. But that was actually a lot of fun. I feel pretty good. A lot of times people ask me, well, Bob, just how fast are you walking? Well, it's 54 minutes I've been recording, and I did 3 miles. So I'm slightly above the 3 miles an hour mark. Not a lot, just a little. I got a donation through PayPal yesterday. His name is not up there on the board yet. But even though I said this was for Buy Me a Coffee, he sent me $50 through PayPal, so he's going to get his name on the board as well as soon as it dries out. I can't for the life of me right now remember his name, but when I put the name up there, I'll certainly thank him again and tell you guys about that. But motivation versus discipline. Remember, as motivation flags, it's very easy to say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. It won't hurt me to skip one day. If we have the discipline to keep going, it takes roughly, from what I've heard, roughly 45 days of discipline doing something to create a habit. And then once it's habit, it's much easier to do. Just like on the other side of things, if waiting till tomorrow goes on for too long, that can become your habit. And that's where we start back down the slippery slope to all the things we're trying to get rid of by doing this way of life. Hopefully some of what I said today made sense. Don't forget to drop down in the comments and say, hi, Bob. And don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.